Welcome to JRMSweeps. I'm going to replace the boards here on a 16-foot flatbed trailer. To remove the boards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to either remove or break the head off of these self-tapping screws here. Now they might come out, and they might not. I'm not going to reuse them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Once I remove all the wood, what I'll end up doing is taking a Sawzall and I'll just cut these guys right off here at the base. I'm going to make a few cuts here with my saw at the back of the trailer. Make sure you double check underneath that you don't have any wires, and then also double check, make sure you don't have any trailer pieces that you're going to run into as well. By making this cut towards the back of the trailer, it'll allow me to get in here. You can see that these boards are just going to come right off. Most of them are. Last board. I'm ready to remove the screws. I'm going to take this Sawzall and just cut these down at the frame. I like to take this magnet here when I'm working on stuff like this. When I make this cut, that magnet will hold on to that screw. That way I don't have to worry about finding this in the grass. I'm going to use a wire brush and a shop vac, get all the debris out, then I'll be ready to lay down the new pieces of wood. I have the trailer all cleaned up. I'm ready to go ahead and start laying down my boards. I'm actually going to work from the outside in to the middle. The boards I'm using for the trailer are 2x6x16s. They're treated number 2. Let's go ahead and start laying them down. As I get to the middle boards, I'm not able to swing them out and slide them underneath the front and back channels. So you can see what I've done is I've created a fulcrum in the middle here, and then on my board I trimmed it just a little bit here. And you can see now that it will clear and I'll be able to slide that board in. Because I'm working by myself, you can see here I just stacked up some blocks on the end, used a ratchet strap. It gets the end of the board underneath the channel. And then I'm going to go ahead and release the middle pieces here. You can see right there it popped right into place. We'll just repeat this process till it's finished. Okay, I went ahead and marked where the cross member is here to attach the boards to. The reason why I'm using these carriage bolts is because once I drill these holes, if I ever have to replace the boards again, I can reuse those existing holes instead of putting all those self-tapping screws in there and cutting everything off every time I need to replace these boards. I have my center board all measured up, and I'm ready to go ahead and put in my carriage bolts. Right here it measures about 38.5. So I want to make sure when I go down to the end of the trailer, I want to make sure that that center is about 38.5 as well. I'm just eyeballing the spacing here on the boards. I want to make sure that I have a nice little gap there to get all that debris, water off the top of these boards so they don't rot. I have all the boards in place, screwed down with the hardware. I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. It was a little time consuming for me because it was a one-man operation. Thanks for watching.